My visit to China before the pandemic was filled with fear because I just speak few Chinese words, and China is not a democratic country. But I visited China anyway, and I am thankful that I did because I saw the beauty of the land. I experienced the kindness of the people, and I enjoyed the savory food. Fear is a choice, whereas danger is real. Vulnerability can give birth to joy. All the media in the world talks and writes about the coronavirus every day. Fear got automatically instilled in each and every one of us. So we have to separate danger from fear. If fear manages you, you will get out of control. If you are out of control, how can you have fun and be happy? If your knowledge on something grows, you become more confident. And if you are confident, you have lesser fear. So discover what your fear is.
Hello there and welcome to my channel. This vlog is about fear and my trip to China. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can consider subscribing. We will talk about fear, how to manage it so that we will not be ruled by fear and we can live a happy life.
Before I flew to China, I met with my friends in Manila. I was feeling sick, and that made me afraid to fly to China. I was imagining a scary scenario that no doctor in China would help me because I cannot say what I'm feeling in Chinese.
I have a fear evaluation guide that helps me evaluate my fear. For example, if I have the fear of danger, the fear of the coronavirus, I would first think of the worst case. The worst case would be like death. And then I would think of the probability of the occurrence of the worst case. And that would be easier because there are real numbers for the coronavirus infection. Germany, where I live as of now, July 2020, it's less than 1%. Less than 1% of the population got infected and less than 1% of the population, of course, died. And 92% of the infected people recovered. So it's not that much. But of course, it is dangerous. The next thing that I would think of is what I could do. What I could do to prevent for the worst case to happen. And that would be sanitary precautions. I could eat healthily. I could exercise regularly, and I should be aware of what's happening around. After that, I could think of the cost of my inaction. Well, that means I will get infected, I'll get quarantined or hospitalized, and I cannot enjoy my life. Or, of course, the worst case could happen. If the things that I could do will still bring me problems, then I should have a plan B. I have to do more, or I have to do things differently. So my plan B would be like, instead of going out and socialize, I would socialize through video calls, or I would do my task online, or I would just tell Alexa to remind me of what I should do. So always evaluate your fear against the real danger. If you have questions, you can write your questions on the comments below or just write something. I would be very happy to read it. I will post the link to my evaluation guide down there and you can download it for free. And share my video so everybody would know how to evaluate their fear.
I went to a hairdresser in China fearing the outcome of my haircut, but it turned out good, and it was a nice experience. Losing my hair was not that bad as I thought.
And as you see, I have a new beautiful hairdo, but the Chinese hairdresser told me no color, no beautiful. Problem is, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but doesn't matter. He doesn't speak English, but we understood each other. I just saw a picture here, that one. So this came out.
When you suffer from anxiety, which comes hand in hand with fear, it's hard for you to discern what the correct path is. According to Ori and Ram Brafman, we often make poor decisions in order to avoid loss. We make irrational decisions, like, for example, buying things we don't need because of the fear of losing hold of a product on sale.
Everything that I planned here doesn't seem to work. I just couldn't do it just like how I planned it because yeah, there's just a lot of misunderstanding. I just want to go here and they bring me there, and I want this and there's much discussion. Even though I have this picture, I don't know. There's just somehow like this here.
I did my daily plans even though it never worked. Thank God failure didn't stop me to go out of my room to explore and enjoy China. If we feel discomfort or threatened, our brain needs a story to tell who and what is in the good and in the bad side. But our brain does not tell us about the need for discomfort and vulnerability in a real relationship. Only the people with strong sense of love and belonging believe that what makes them vulnerable makes them beautiful. They are willing to do something without guarantee that their feelings or favors will be reciprocated. It is their willingness to love in spite of the unknown and the hardships. It is their willingness that could bring them joy, sense of belonging, and a long lasting relationship. Vulnerability is the core of shame, fear, and struggle for worthiness. But it is also the birthplace of joy, creativity, belonging, and love.
I hope this video gave you enough insights about fear. You can download the fear evaluation guide linked below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on the subscribe button and on the bell with the all so you will be notified about all my upcoming videos. Goodbye and see you next time.